Hello, hello, my fellow YouTubers over 40, over 50, over 60, and those of you that have snuck in between. Today, we're going to talk about the power of one. And the reason I'm saying that is because right now, in everybody's mad dash to get to 1,000 subscribers and their 4,000 watch hours, it's like numbers. Everyone's working on numbers, numbers, numbers. But you know what? I'm going the slow route, and I'll tell you why. And then by the end of the video, I'll explain the power of one and how that's going to make a difference on your YouTuber journey, help prevent uh, burnout, and that sort of like, what do I do next? Sort of crazy feeling. So I was thinking, like, we should call it slow tube or yeah, slow tube or slow growth. That's what I was thinking, is because everyone's trying to go for fast growth. And there's a whole movement about like traveling slow and savoring and appreciating. So I thought, why don't we have a movement that's like slow tube? And that is just take your time. If you don't have a lot of time, don't feel pressured to post, even though we are saying just post. But I even started getting caught up in this. Like, I'm looking at all those YouTube gurus and they're like, okay, before you put something up, make sure that, it's optimized for thumbnails and it's, that you have all your tags and keywords and all that kind of stuff in. And I noticed that even Dash of Faith, now that he's monetized, he's changing his thumbnails. So perhaps he's looking to get also recognized in the search engines. And I totally get that. But he's also produced a lot of in-car videos. So I think that what if you were, or we, just like tape? That's step one. Step two is post. Just post. And if that's what we do for 100 videos, then we get used to camera presence. And I don't even know if I have 20 videos up yet. So at this point, I still don't even know where to look in the camera. So that's something I have to perfect. But even so, here I am. So what I mean by this just slow movement is, and it gets hard because you want subscribers, you want views and all of that. It doesn't matter. And I say this is because imagine if you were taking a class on comedy and how to be a stand-up comedian. Do you really want to put out 1,000 flyers until you've got it together? No, you don't want a bunch of people coming to your nightclub debut until you've had some practice session with a bunch of trusted peers. And you might be taking, say, an improv class, and then you practice with each other, and then you practice in front of each other, and then everyone sort of offers their gentle feedback. So that's what I'm saying. Why would we think it's any different here being a new YouTuber? So what I mean by the power of one is when you look at all these internet gurus, they are telling you, come up with your avatar, come up with that person that you're speaking to. And that's really hard. It's kind of abstract because you're like, okay, I'm talking to a 50-year-old woman who's trying to lose weight or is, wanting to, quit their job. That's all well and good, but people are multi-dimensional and you're going to have different people resonate with different bits of your content. So what I've just discovered in the last week, and I'm so lucky, I'm so blessed that I just connected with someone, and you're going to connect with someone. And it might be that you connect with me. It might be that you connect with my good online buddy, Tashmir. And I'm so grateful that she doesn't think that we're stalking each other, that the appreciation, joy, and like rah, rah love for each other is quite genuine. And it's so nice to have someone in your corner. So what I mean by this is there's some internet brothers, and I think it's Hank and somebody else. So I'll try to find the link. It's not going to be up immediately because I got to race to work. But how they got started their channel, and they're like amazing. These guys have produced a ton of content. Two brothers, each have their own channel. Look it up on Colin and Samir if I don't get to it right away. They started posting because they started posting as if they're talking to their brother. So I think they still start each other's posts by Dear Hank. So my case, I'm saying hello Tashmir, but I also want to send out a shout out to Sparkle Bright because Tashmir doesn't know about this, but in the comment section of one of the dance challenges I have, Sparkle Bright was like, "Hey, you should get everyone to like do blah 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 blah," and then he just threw it right back. So, Sparkle Bright, if you get onto this, Tashmir and I are going to challenge you to do a dance because you said you mentioned you line dance, so we want you to be part of that Hope Dance Challenge thing. So take a look at my channel if you're new and you hadn't heard about this dance challenge. So far, it's only me and Tashmir that have done it, but I hope others will consider doing it. So anyways, the power of one. So what I was saying is like I had to thank Tashmir because our friendship started off because all I simply said, and I hope I wasn't too naggy about it, is, you know, in one of her initial videos, I think it might have been video 2 or something like that, she was saying, and then I need to edit it. And then I was like, why not just like post it or don't set up the lights or blah blah blah. And just that simple comment, it might have only been 2 sentences. Girl, she just acted on it and then she got to posting and then she's explaining her struggles on the way and she's bringing people up. And she also got a little shout out from Dash of Faith and that Hope crew came her way. So, um, you know, I had to thank her for helping me out to just say hello every day or touching base with comments. And she's really lifted me up because I don't know, it just helps to know that no matter what, there's at least one person that's gonna look at what you've put out today and go, right on. I mean, there's my husband, but even he doesn't want to hear about everything I'm doing. And I'm sure you have friends the same way. So it's really a treasured thing to have a buddy like this. Now, you're all thinking, oh my gosh, I got to like race to Tashmir and then maybe she'll come on all my thing. And she does. She's awesome. She has gone to a lot of other creators and like also lifted them by giving them a shout out. But the thing is, you can do this as well. And how I got started is there's these travel vloggers who've not exactly quit their 9 to 5, but they've looked at living outside the US in Puerto Rico, and that's Aramis and Jerry. And they said, hey, we're your first subscriber. And that was within, I think, the first 24 hours. And that was an amazing thing to me. The power of one, just one person, or in their case, one couple. So I got a 2-for-1, can really make a difference. And here's the neat thing. You can be that one person. And you could be, subscriber number 5, but you don't even know how nice that is for someone that's sitting on like 1 or 2 counts, or maybe they're sitting at 10 and they're trying to get to 20. So when you go visit people, just mention, hey, I subscribe to you and I think, you whatever, but also be genuine. Don't subscribe if you don't think you're going to like genuinely recognize or go back and visit their content. Subscribe to the people who you want to stay in touch with. Think of it like your Christmas list. And the reason I mention this is if you didn't know this, you're only allowed a maximum of 500 subscribers. And I thank at Riva Reveals. If you haven't visited her, awesome. She's got so many great internet tips, but she had mentioned that. And there's kind of this thing where I think in your quest to get subscribers, some people are just like, they look at a video for a few seconds and, maybe they make a comment and then like, boop, subscribe, hoping that they'll get more subscribers, like tit for tat kind of thing is. But the thing is, be genuine about who you get a subscription with, because it really, in the end, doesn't help that person if you hit subscribe and then no one visits their channel. That's the cold reality. So, it's like not giving away your V, if you know what I mean. You don't want to necessarily just be giving away your subscriber. You want to subscribe as if you're buying a magazine subscription. I want to stay in touch with this person because they're going to come up on my feed and I want to see what they're up to every day. So think about that. But anyways, back to the power of one. Just know that one person can make a difference and that you can be that difference. Show up for someone. And what you're going to find is that there will end up being you will connect with people. And there's some that you're going to regularly stay in touch with. And that's a cool thing. So I wish you love and light. I got to run to work, but we'll talk more. Bye.